Hey lads, my name is Skychrew and welcome everyone to Game Theory 3. I don't know why is it 3, I don't know why, but this is a new FNAF security breach theory. I assume this is a third part of the series of FNAF security breach theories. Definitely part 3. You can see there's already Glamrocks Chica waiting, Game Theory logo, there we go. Everything's prepared, my dudes. It's gonna be a long video, around 19 to 20 minutes, so get your popcorns, get your snacks ready, and let's start, my dudes. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, lads. This would mean a lot to me. Consider subscribing, it's free, and according to YouTube statistics, a lot of you are not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, please do it now. It's very easy, so if you could, this would help me a lot. Please subscribe, it's not difficult. So before we start, so consider doing that. Did it? Thank you. You're a nice, good knight and a true lad. Let's start, my days. By Game Theorist.
Kicking off Game Theory's
10th anniversary, dude.
Yes, I am that old.
Yep. Feels old yet?
10 years since the first episode of Game Theory was
There we go.
For context, my debut was the same year that everyone fell in love with the Pop-Tart cat flying.
Oh my god, such an old time.
Friday was the most watched video.
I don't even know who that is.
Yet we still call them the good old days.
I mean, it's
Anyway, to celebrate the
I haven't been on YouTube that long.
All month long, we'll be doing special events.
I'm like 4 years only, dude.
Theory or two, giving you a behind-the-scenes look at what it actually takes to do
A dope
these things in 2021.
behind the
Capping
scenes.
it all off with a live stream celebration on
Nice.
April 30th to thank you guys for an
You.
unreal decade
Literally.
of analysis. There's also a commemorative 10th anniversary gold foil shirt filled with Easter eggs from the past 10 years of episodes.
Oh, Benji, I saw there.
Alongside us.
That's kinda cool.
Right now below this video and only until the end of the month. So if you're interested, grab it.
Oh damn, that looks like a good t-shirt actually, no joke.
It wouldn't be an anniversary of this channel without an episode about FNAF.
FNAF,
And
of
what better way
course.
to cover our longest running series
True.
than doing it rewind style.
The rewind. No.
Not that rewind. I'm talking
True.
about editing it in all the styles that we've had across the 10 years of this channel. So
Thanks.
without further ado, let's talk about new developments in FNAF in Game Theory.
What will happen?
Through the ages.
All the intros, dude. All the intros, there you have it, dude. So much intros, all the intros, dude.
Hello,
We did react to it before.
welcome to Game
Theory. It's not the first time, it's not our first time as well.
Learning experience. In the past few months, we've gotten a lot of new FNAF content.
Yeah,
Game
from
Theory,
Scott
the
Cawthon.
Security breach drop, 2 new books that I haven't talked about yet, and there was
Oh, wow.
even a bunch of images from the game revealed as part of a charity stream. And sometimes, dear Webiverse, you have ideas, random thoughts
What would it be?
floating around your head, but not enough to make a full theory out of. Maybe
Yep.
enough for a game hypothesis, perhaps, but
Hypothesis.
not so much for a full
But did you prove your
theory.
hypothesis?
Today I'm gonna nab those little
Analysis.
nuggets hovering around my head and
Nuggets,
serve 'em up on
nugget
a delicious
boy.
platter for you to munch on. In true Fazbear
Hey, look at him.
fashion, I'm gonna
Pimp,
present
dude.
to you 3 mini theories covering the upcoming security breach.
Nice.
Which I expect that we'll see in the game and where the franchise might be headed next.
Where? What a
I think
Lamborghini.
information
I mean, Freddy can afford that at this point.
Delays in this new game causing it to lag behind. I think other parts of the franchise, especially the books,
Ah, what the-
are starting
what is
to
that even?
surge ahead and might already be giving us clues.
Suspicious.
To what after the breach. So without any further
Here,
ado,
mind the face.
hop aboard, friendos, because this theory train is about to leave the station.
Now boarding. Go, dude, faster.
Woo! Theory number 1: the Glamrocks are secretly toy animatronics.
Oh,
Recently,
really?
My good friend Dawko held a
Of course.
24-hour
Yep, I remember that.
benefiting the World Wildlife Fund. Which,
Yeah.
First off, congratulations to him to reaching his goal. The reason I
Dawko.
bring the stream up here, though, is that as Dawko crossed different donation milestone goals, he was able to unlock screenshots from the upcoming security
Ooh,
breach,
secrets.
which by the end amounted to 20 images in total.
Not
Most
bad.
of them are just better angles of places that we saw in the recent gameplay.
Oh, I should have put one behind. I really should have put one behind.
This was confirmation that Bonnie appears to be in the game in the form of Bonnie Bowl. Whether Bonnie is physically in the game or if this is just an Easter egg reference is unclear.
I
but
wonder.
it's a huge detail because up to this point, Bonnie has been absent from all the imagery of the Glamrock animatronics, seemingly replaced by the newcomer Montgomery Gator. It had led everyone,
Ah, yeah.
myself included, to think that the game was just pulling the system.
I'm one of them.
Where, if you'll
Hopefully.
remember, Chica was actually absent.
Where
from
is
the
Chica?
Funtime lineup, replaced by new
Nowhere.
characters like Baby and Ballora. But nope, Bonnie is here at the Pizzaplex. If not
Nice.
physically, then at the very least from a lore perspective.
At
The
least.
only missing face from the core 4 to be Foxy, and we'll get back to that in a minute.
Where's the
Other
Foxy?
interesting shots included a view from what appears to be inside of Montgomery Gator's mouth. And while this
Why?
certainly could be a walkway to a different part of his Gator Golf
Oh, okay.
restaurant, considering we see decorative heads
There it
and
is,
balls in
dude.
different
That's the one,
extreme, the
definitely.
view from inside this mouth
I never noticed.
doesn't line up for me. It feels too high up to be a walkway, too closed of a mouth to have humans walking through it like they'd be walking through.
Imagine you can actually numb
Instead,
there.
and admittedly, this is
That would be
a long
bad.
shot, could this be an indication that we're actually going to be riding inside of Monty at some point in this game?
Monty.
It might seem outlandish, but it actually fits with what's already been leaked out about this title. In case you weren't aware,
That face, dude.
Pop leaked out this statue of Security Breach, where we see our character
Funko Pop already.
inside of Glamrock Freddy, indicating that
Weird.
at least one of the animatronics, Freddy himself, will be working alongside us to survive against Vanny the Killer Rabbit. So why not
Vanny
the other
will save
animatronics
us.
too? Looking at the characters side by side, we see that both Freddy
They're
and Monty
so
seem to
cool.
have a
I gotta
similar
say the
build
style,
with
though.
same
They-
flip open chest cavity. And consider this:
Inside,
we're stuck in
dude.
Pizzaplex, meaning that we'll presumably need ways to unlock different sections as the night goes on.
Open up, FBI.
Maybe one way to do that is by unlocking new abilities from the animatronics themselves.
Need some help?
We see in the
What?
gameplay trailer that Monty is able to break through locked chain link fences.
Ah,
Maybe
yeah.
instead of him using that ability to chase us, it's us inside of him using it to access new parts of the park.
Oh, damn,
Except,
weird.
Animatronic murder themed. Like I said, bit of a long shot.
Oh,
but
they're so
admittedly, it's a
smart.
Pretty interesting gameplay mechanic that kind of aligns with stuff.
Interesting,
we've
interesting,
seen about
honestly.
this new title, so
You will do what I say. You will bring me what I want.
A shattered version of Glamrock Chica abandoned in what's labeled
Yep.
the sewer. And while that alone alludes to some
Rip.
darker sections of the game, it's how she's dismantled that I wanted to call attention to. Chica has no beak. And as anyone who's been on this 6-year
Yeah.
ride alongside me might remember, Chica missing her
Do
beak
you remember
in
Toy
this
Chica?
series is a big deal.
Toy
Way
Chica doesn't
back in
have-
the days of FNAF 4, Scott went out of his way to draw our attention to Toy Chica missing her beak.
So, completely out of nowhere, Scott emailed me saying, clue. During the minigames in FNAF 4, why would the tiny toy Chica be missing her beak?
Oh my gosh, and even in the asset you see Chica's beak lying on the ground.
Wow,
Ah.
so many memories coming back from that one. Oh, that was such a cool
Old
stream,
times.
such a cool day. Anyway, the missing beak is a reference to two things. In FNAF 4, there's a tiny toy Chica with a beak that's lying on the ground, which itself is a reference to way back in FNAF 2, where the new version of Chica at the time, dubbed Toy Chica, would lose her beak when she went on the attack. So
Ah,
to see
yeah.
Glamrock Chica
That's
here
true.
missing her beak seems to be Scott and Steel Wool suggesting that she is none other than a reskinned version of the toy animatronic dating
There you
back
have
to
it, toy
FNAF 2.
animatronics.
And while that might seem like a leap in logic, the closer you look, the more this seems to be the case. Look at the
I mean, the
similarities
derpy eyes.
in the face shape,
Yeah.
eye size, and hair feathers.
Oh, there
between
she is,
Chica
literally.
And Glamrock Chica. Same round head, same slimmer body shape. Heck, if we're truly getting old school with it, let's
Yo,
do
dude.
fingers and toes,
Yeah.
friends. 4 fingers and 3 toes on Glamrock Chica.
Ah,
just like the
classic.
4 fingers and 3 toes
Yeah,
on
but it's
Toy Chica,
classic.
Which, mind you, is not the same as every other iteration of Chica. Even the material that she's
I
made out
guess
of appears
so.
to be the same. That hardened, glossy outer shell that would crack and shatter rather than rip or tear or mold like you see with the other old versions of the animatronics.
Nice animation of
Want
that,
even more
Freddy.
proof? Remember how I said that Foxy isn't present in this game yet? Well, you know the only animatronic without a toy version?
Yeah, because in
Foxy.
Pirate
It was
Cove,
true in FNAF
he's in
2, no toy Foxy. It was true in
Cove,
FNAF
right? He's in
4
Cove, the
minigame,
Pirate Cove.
Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, but no Foxy. And here again, if these are indeed reskinned toy animatronics, there's no toy Foxy. Follow the missing Foxy, my friends. Follow
Where
the
is he?
Foxy.
Where is he,
Why
though?
would this matter? Well, it actually matters a lot. If you can remember back that far, the toy animatronics are actually meant to be friendlies to children. You don't have to take my word for it. Let's listen to another blast from the past explain
Let's
it.
see.
Spent a small fortune on these new animatronics. Facial recognition, advanced mobility, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away. Someone may have tampered with their facial recognition systems. The characters have been acting very unusual, almost aggressive.
Aggressive.
towards the staff. They interact with the kids just fine, but when they encounter an adult, they just stare.
They interact with kids just fine.
Wow.
The reason they attack us.
So
in
what's the
games
proof?
that
Where's
we're
the proof?
adults, a security guard that looks an awful lot like William Afton. But kids are fine. Again, if Security Breach is all about animatronics
Whoa.
helping Gregory against the threat of Vanny, this makes perfect lore sense. Gregory is a kid. The toy animatronics are designed to protect kids.
Yeah, yet they
Coincidence?
kill
I
still.
think not. Between the visual similarities, the missing Foxy, and the lore connections, I
Gigi,
think
you proved
this
it.
one might just
It's
be a slam
done.
dunk. But hey,
Nice.
that's just a theory. My first
You
theory
are a
of the
toy.
day. We've still got 2 more to cover.
Hey. Another one. Let's go.
Theory number 2, Elizabeth Afton is the real villain. Over
Why?
in Bookland, things are getting weird, which, you know, when it comes to a series where a rotting flesh suit filled with robot spaghetti is normal,
True.
is saying a lot. We'll get around to me being impregnated by a video game and giving birth to a baby rabbit in the next mini theory, but first, I wanted to touch on a security breach theory that I've been
No,
banging on for
dude,
about
nah.
a month now. The fact that we'll need to redeem Vanny the killer for some
Vanny.
sort of good ending in this
Where
series.
is Vanny?
I feel like the evidence for this has been pretty convincing thus far. Her
Vanny,
being
hi,
a
Vanny.
follower in FNAF VR's audio recordings, the fact that in FNAF AR we have a series of
Hey,
emails
Ness.
from a
Hey,
character
Ness.
named Ness, as in Vanessa, Vanny, actively
Vanessa.
searching for such contradictory terms as help and how to induce compliance in human subjects, indicating Glitch Trap's control over
Glitch
her is not complete and she's trying to escape his grasp. There's more, but I
Glitch
covered
Trap
all
is the
that
most
much more
craziest
detail
one out of
in this
all,
theory.
honestly.
Suffice it to say, I feel good about that theory as it applies to security breach, but now we're getting even more evidence from outside of the games via the most recent Fazbear Frights book, The Cliffs. At this point,
Well,
we're
I didn't
number
read that
7,
yet.
so you're
Fazbear
pretty aware
Frights
how these
Cliff?
things work. 3 short horror stories set in various corners of the
Wait,
FNAF
there's
universe,
3
followed by an
versions of it?
epilogue that continues an ongoing narrative about a creature named the Stitch Wraith, with Scott telling us that details from these stories will give clarity.
Oh my
to
god,
the
that's
lore
something
of
to
the
read
games.
for
So
sure.
what's new this month? In the latest epilogue, we have a lot of things going on. William
Wow.
Afton, having just spontaneously
Well, there we go, he's
exploded
telling, so I don't
his
need to read.
body in a previous story, now possesses a bunch of trash and machine parts. He's
Okay.
basically acting like a vacuum, sucking in everything around him to create, no joke, a giant 15-foot tall trash rabbit that the book
No.
calls the Afton amalgamation. And if you think
Oh
that
my
sounds
God.
weird, yes. Now, I'm
That
not
is
gonna
weird.
sit here and say that we will at some point in the series be forced to fight a giant trash bunny possessed by a serial killer.
That'll be
The reason
weird.
I bring Trash Afton up is that what he does in the book seems relevant to our
I would
ongoing
never.
narrative.
This is my first time
So again,
hearing
the
about this.
problem was that when the trash monster stabbed the detective, it infected him with the spirit of the horrible man who animated it. For sure,
Oh, damn.
Afton's spirit would fill the detective with evil, but what if it did more than that? What if it killed him? Jake had to get the infection out.
How?
Afton, at this point in the lore, is just an infection, a virus that needs to be extracted in order to save the host's body, and it can be transferred just by a touch or a small wound.
No,
So
really?
Again, we get
How
even
cool if you
more
do
evidence
that.
for innocent people getting Afton infused into their bodies and needing to be
Hey, look at this.
just like I've been predicting with Vanny this whole time. But there's another reason that I want to talk about this epilogue. Sure, the main action of the story is focused around our heroic detective.
That can
teaming
go
up with
up-
the Stitch
up
Wraith
to all
use
the world.
Screaming mask of the puppet to destroy the giant Afton trash bunny.
Really?
Which is every bit a fever dream insane as it sounds. But while all of this chaos is going on, there's someone else running around controlling things behind
Circus
the scenes.
Baby.
Baby. Throughout the battle,
Really?
we continuously catch short glimpses of a long-necked female animatronic. This, my friends, is Baby. The long-necked is
Yeah,
actually a
that's the
callback to
changed
one series
version.
in her story to be beautiful. Anyway,
Then
she
she has a special name as
They
well.
start using the puppet mask against it, at which point
Ah,
she
I
passes
forgot
out. And
the
it's
name,
only
ah.
then, after she
It's not
leaves,
ba- it's
that
Babe, but
Afton
yeah, but there is a
loses. We get
name for her.
confirmation of this in the final sentences of the story. One final quote: "The awful man's spirit wasn't as powerful as it had pretended to be. Afton's spirit was barely hanging on to this reality. Something besides Afton had been controlling the trash rabbit, and whatever it was worse. The real
Damn.
threat here wasn't Afton at all.
Not even
it was
Afton.
Baby. She's the one
Ah.
at the end of the story who escapes to fight another day. She's the one who leaves the cliffhanger, and that,
Really?
my friends, is weird. Let me explain myself. I think everyone, Scott included, based on his Reddit posts, was surprised when Security Breach didn't come out last year. And just like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, when you have an elaborate connected
Delayed.
lore, release dates lining up matters a lot. Except for one problem. When the ship is already sailing and there are so many companies and moving pieces and agreements involved, changing launch dates becomes really hard and potentially really expensive. To my knowledge,
Yeah,
both
that's
release
cool,
dates
so-
never really shifted despite the game getting delayed. So could this epilogue be a preview of what's coming after
Maybe,
Security Breach?
actually.
Think about it. In the Stitch Wraith story, Afton is doing what we expect him to do.
Hey,
in Security
there you go.
Breach. He's acting like a virus infecting someone. In this case, Vanny, who then needs to be cleansed. But then Fazbear Frights effectively ends Afton's story. It outright calls him weak. He's defeated by the mask, and it sets up Baby
The mask,
to
the
become an
cask,
ongoing
dude.
big bad moving forward. What I'm saying
Circus Baby,
is
the
that
worst,
what if this
dude.
book was supposed to come after Security Breach had been released, but now because of the game's delay, we're getting a preview. of
There you go,
what it's
dude.
setting up
That's
moving
the one,
forward.
right there.
In the trailer for Security Breach, we get this line.
There is more going on here than you realize.
I remember
Maybe
that.
there
Yep.
really are some new tricks up this game's sleeve. But what could Baby be working on moving
That is
forward?
Baby's voice,
With
right?
that, it's time to talk about theory number 3.
But isn't Ennard inside of the
Theory
baby?
number
No?
3, the body
Ennard.
snatchers. And now it's time for Matpat's final thought. Or final theory, I suppose.
Why not
And
Ennard?
we're
He
really
doesn't
crazy
mention
about those
Ennard.
First couple episodes. Why did I think that was a good idea?
Weird, right?
Anyway, I'll keep this one a bit shorter since the episode's getting long, but basically at this point we've got ourselves 21 short stories in Fast
Ooh, that's a
and
lot.
they cover everything from haunted animals to killer dolls to deadly video games. But there's one consistent theme across a shocking number of these stories.
What?
Body snatching. In book number 1, we have To Be Beautiful, where baby steals a human girl's body piece by piece so she can take over her identity. In book number 2, we have Lonely Freddy, where a boy is lured to the back of a Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria
Yeah.
and mind swapped into a Freddy doll so the animatronic AI can go out into the real world posing as him. In book number 3, we have Room for One More, where mini Renas shove themselves into a security guard's stomach so they can escape out into the surface world.
What
a
the
very
heck?
direct parallel to the sister location ending.
That
Book
is
number
awkward,
5 has
dude.
In the Flesh, where fine, I'll talk about this one. A male game designer, after a series of events, literally gives birth to a physical form of glitch trap by slicing him out of his own impregnated stomach. And of course, the game designer is named Matt. The guy is also a supreme jerk to everyone else throughout the story, so thanks a lot, Scott. Very subtle. Didn't know you felt that level of hostility toward me. But again, animatronics using humans to escape out
There you
into
have
the
it,
real
dude.
world, to become real or outright posing as
There's
their
the Ennard.
identity. And last, but probably most explicitly, is the latest story, He Told
Why?
Me Everything, in which, and I'm gonna tell you what happens in the story, and you're not gonna believe me, but this is what happens in this story. A cult-like science club experiments using a substance called Phasgoo. The experiment
Phasgoo?
involves the students pulling out one of their own teeth and feeding it to the goo, which then connects a goo tendril to their finger. We eventually learn that the goo is draining the students' organs and bones
Oh
in
my
order to
God.
grow into a perfect clone of the original host. It is odd, and it really feels like it's pushing the limits of what can and can't exist in the FNAF universe. Now, could all of this just be recycling the same ideas for horror stories in a series that now has an
Maybe.
enormous number of
Just
installments
milking
and
it, dude.
constant
At this
need
point,
for
it's just
new
milking
content?
it, dude.
Absolutely. But it is the strongest recurring theme in the book series, and one that, when coupled with the Afton infection concept, seems like it could very well be the next logical step for the games. Think of it like prop hunt for FNAF. Who's real and who isn't? You don't know. You gotta
We don't
figure
know.
it out.
Maybe
We
I am.
exhausted what one killer can do, so why not an army of killers? Besides, animatronics posing as real people is already something that Sister Location opened the door to, so if you have the ability to infect the
Ennard
masses,
escaped.
that's a new direction to take things, I guess. I'm just saying, we've had bad animatronics, looks like we'll have good animatronics, we've had people stuffed inside animatronics, we've had animatronics stuffed inside people. Now in the books, we're on a regular basis having animatronics turning into people.
Now
So
they're
why
literally
not an
into
army
people.
of AIs inhabiting flesh-stolen suits?
Why not all the world?
And Baby is indeed filling the villain role for the series moving forward. Seems like the sort of thing that she'd totally be into. Skin suits helped her escape Sister Location. She is literally able to be a body double for the protagonist Charlie in the original novel series. She's not a killer like her dad, she's a copier. A girl who's upset about dying young and losing her humanity early. So why not try to regain it back? Well,
Nah, that's not
an
gonna
army
just...
of body snatchers to come along with ya. But hey,
Why?
that's just a theory. 3 game
Not bad,
theories.
yeah.
Thanks for watching for 10 years, guys. By the way, theorists, if you're worried about some creepy animatronic possessing you through your screen,
Of course.
you'll really love our sponsor for today.
Yeah. What in general, I think in general, I can see that this is mostly it. The thing is, I'm thinking like, wait, FNAF. How is it called? FNAF Ultimate Custom Night. So what I'm thinking is, right? What I'm thinking is the game itself is awesome, right? But there's just a lot of stuff going on, and at this point, it's kind of like they're milking it, dude. But how can a goo in a FNAF world, just in the FNAF universe, right? Math makes sense there. How can just like some kind of a goo take the human form out of nowhere? It went as far as just like inventing a glitch trap, like. It really started from Springtrap as an origin. Then it turned into the Afton, the Scrap Trap, right? After Scrap Trap came, for some unknown reason, the freaking like glitch trap somehow. Okay, fine, maybe then somehow, out of all the animatronics, has the most unique ability, going through systems and stuff like that, and becoming literally almost invisible, like glitch itself. Okay, we passed that stage. Glamrocks, fun idea, new universe, new stuff. Hey, that's fun as well, right? But a freaking goo turning into taking human form. How crazy can it go? A human inside animatronic, fine. Animatronic inside human, fine. Still animatronics, right? In general, but just goop. I don't know, man. Goop. You want some goop, dude? You want some drink? Some goop, dude? Like, hey, I have some goop. Anyways, I'm kind of good because I'm fine with this in a way, but it's just milking it at this point where a goop becomes a human. I like the theories though. It was fun, and Matpat did prove that Toy Chica is Glamrock Chica. It's just like somehow like that it's made to be. It's meant to be like that somehow, I don't know. In general, I think it's an interesting idea, it's an interesting concept, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see where the FNAF universe takes us at this point. I'm still somewhere in the middle of sister location in my past. I am keeping up the news and stuff like that. I keep practicing making sure I'm on the news of FNAF still. Not far from reality. But in general, lads, hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, check out Matpat, and if you did enjoy my reaction, subscribe to my channel, leave a like, share this video if you can, tell friends about this channel, and I'll see you lads tomorrow with another video. Subscribe to my main channel. Thanks for 1,000 subscribers on Skychrew. Let's go to 100,000 on this channel if it's possible. That'll be awesome. Stay awesome, have a good one, and I'll see you lads tomorrow. Peace out. Yoink.